Right, so hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video and a long-awaited video. I was going to do this video the day after Film Flick done his video, but I decided to do my DC collection instead. But today's video is my Marvel collection. I pretty much have every Marvel movie, I think, but do let me know if I'm missing any. And I don't own any of the Marvel Netflix shows or other shows that were released. I will eventually pick them up. But today the movies consist of Warner Brothers, Sony, Fox and the MCU. I won't go into too much detail about the MCU because that is my next video, my ranking of the MCU. So there's not going to be too much detail on them films, but I do love the majority of them films. So starting off with Marvel's first theatrical product, the Blade trilogy from 1998, 2002 and 2004, starring Wesley Snipes. And Ryan Reynolds is in the last film. He's popped up in Marvel like 4 or 5 times now. Spider-Man from 2002, my second favourite Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man 2 from 2004, my favourite Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man 3, yeah, it's not great. I have fun with it though. The Amazing Spider-Man. This film's alright. It's just alright, I guess. A film that I really want to fling halfway across the room, but I can't because it's a steelbook. But what a heap of crock of shit this film is. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The best thing about this film is the end credit scene. Not the end credit scene, the ending credits. What are you talking about? Probably my 5th favourite Spider-Man film, but a lot of people's favourite Spider-Man films, Into the Spider-Verse. This was a brilliant animated take on Spider-Man and the introduction of Miles Morales, which we have seen his uncle pop up in Spider-Man Homecoming, and we've had our own Spider-Man Miles Morales game, which is brilliant. And that film is brilliant. A film that I do like, but not many other people do like, but it isn't worth a pick up in 4K, which is Venom. I like Tom Hardy and Riz Ahmed in this film. I like this film, but it's not perfect, it's not great, it's just good, in my opinion. Now moving into Fox, these aren't really in release order, but they're in like franchise order. Fantastic Four. I'm not going to talk too much about these. Rise of the Silver Surfer. God, what a way on these. And moving on, we have the original X-Men trilogy in 4K. That is, it does include X-Men, X-Men 2 and X-Men The Last Stand. X-Men is brilliant. X-Men 2 is my favourite X-Men film. I think it's fantastic. And X-Men The Last Stand is pretty much the same as Spider-Man 3. It's good, but it's not great. The Beginnings trilogy, X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, my second favourite X-Men movie, and X-Men Apocalypse. I like First Class. I think Days of Future Past is brilliant. It's a great movie, and X-Men Apocalypse is just there. X-Men Origins Wolverine and The Wolverine. I really like The Wolverine. I don't like Origins Wolverine. My third favourite X-Men movie, Logan. This is a brilliant film by James Mangold. A great farewell to Wolverine and Hugh Jackman. Although I hope we will see him back. Please come back for the MCU. I hope you come back. But this is a phenomenal, phenomenal film. X-Men Dark Phoenix. Shit. New Mutants. Even worse. Deadpool. This is a great, fun film. Ryan Reynolds is perfect for Deadpool. And I can't wait to see what he does with the third one, now that he's got full control. And Deadpool 2 on 4K Steelbook. This is a really unique and nice Steelbook, but this is the super duper 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 duper. I said too many dupers. This is the super duper duper. I've done it again. This is the super duper cut. It does include like 5 discs, I think, or something around there. Now we move on to the best bit about Marvel, the MCU. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not going to go into too much detail because it is the ranking of the MCU is my next video. But we do start off with the Avengers trilogy on 4K, Avengers Assemble, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Avengers Infinity War. The first MCU movie, Iron Man, in release order. Great film. The Incredible Hulk, the black sheep of the MCU. And it's alright. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. It's alright. Iron Man 2, not great. Not at all. Not great. Captain America the First Avenger, an underrated MCU film. Still really enjoyed it. Another underrated MCU film to me. Thor. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a fun take on the character. My favourite Iron Man film, Iron Man 3. This is a brilliant Iron Man film. And obviously the last Iron Man film, but it's not the last appearance of Iron Man. Captain America the Winter Soldier. What an amazing film. I do think Civil War is better than this though. But I do love this film. Thor the Dark World. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Moving on. Guardians of the Galaxy, a big MCU surprise, and it's such a fun movie, so great. Indiana Jones in space, the cast is brilliant. Yeah, it's so many like random but good actors jumbled together to bring together a great superhero team, and I have so much fun with this film. To me, the most underrated MCU film, I think this is a brilliant film, and if Edgar Wright done it, I think it would be even better. Ant-Man. I just love Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. I think this film is brilliant. It's funny, it's heartwarming, it's so good. My favourite Captain America film and my second favourite MCU film. Oh, spoilers for the ranking, but yes, this is my second favourite MCU film. Captain America Civil War. This should have been an Avengers film, but it wasn't. But nonetheless, it's still an amazing, amazing film. My third favourite Spider-Man film, or third or fourth, Spider-Man Homecoming. To me, this is the perfect take on Spider-Man. This is the most comic accurate Spider-Man, I believe. I just love this film. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, a massive step down from the first one, but still a really fun time. The best Thor movie, Thor Ragnarok. What Taika Waititi done with this film was phenomenal. Chris Hemsworth is brilliant in this film. Tom Hiddleston, brilliant. And obviously we get the iconic Korg and Meek, which are a brilliant, iconic Marvel duo. This is just a brilliant Marvel film. Black Panther, not one of my favourite MCU films, but I do look at it differently now that we know that Chadwick Boseman is no longer with us, which is still very, very sad. But it's an okay film. Ant-Man and the Wasp, to me, is underrated. It's not as good as the first one, but still one of the worst MCU films. Captain Marvel. Moving on. Avengers Endgame. Everyone's favourite MCU film. We'll learn more about what I think of this film in a couple of days. But this broke box office records, made people cry. It's such an epic, epic film. But yeah, we'll learn more about my feelings on this movie in my next video. And my final Marvel product, Spider-Man Far From Home. Practically a fourth Iron Man film. They've been building Tom Holland's Spider-Man up to practically take over from Iron Man and become the new Iron Man, which I don't really like the way they're taking this character, but it's a fun film. It's a Spider-Man film. So, that was it. My entire Marvel theatrical movie collection. I think I pretty pretty much have every Marvel movie. Please let me know that's great English. Please let me know if there are any Marvel movies that I am missing, and I will eventually be picking up the Netflix and other Marvel TV shows. Please smash a like on this video. If you're new around here, please do subscribe. I'm trying to upload a bit more. I'm trying to be a bit more consistent because I know I haven't been as consistent. I do have a live stream tonight. Well, I say tonight. Early evening at 4:30 with Film Geek over on his channel. So please make sure you come by, say hello, ask us movie questions, no other questions. I'm joking, obviously. But it is mainly movies that we are talking about. Yeah, just pop by, say hello, ask us a couple of questions. We'll be going for about an hour, hour and a half. And yeah. Thank you all so much for the support. Getting ever closer to 100 subscribers, so please do subscribe. Thank you very much for watching the video. Stay safe. Bye-bye.